Hi guys, so this is my beautiful crystal collection. Look at that sexy amethyst cluster. Yes, with your bird cell. Here's my beautiful crystal collection. There's way more where this came from, so keep on watching. I love you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Nene, aka SoulStar Divine Feminine. I'm coming to you live from my room with my beautiful little baby Zach from Zingzillas. If you guys don't recognize him, he is from an amazing kids show called Zingzillas. He's been my complete best friend, on top of me being my own best friend, for a very, very long time. And I just thought I'd give him a little cameo. So today I'm going to be doing my crystal collection. It has been expanding more and more a lot recently. Some of my crystals that I was drawn to before, I haven't ended up using. Some of them I've been drawn to at certain times and I've been using them non-stop. There's a few that I ordered online. It's the only time I ordered some online. Now I always go to a crystal store and I literally go in and I feel which ones I'm drawn to, which is the best, because you're using your intuition, your higher self. Because on a day-to-day basis you may end up being drawn more to citrine or being more drawn to sodalite. So the first time I ever purchased crystals, I did purchase a small bag of them online, just a mixture, just to see. Let me just buy a few little thumbnail crystals and see which one of these I'm drawn to. So some of those early ones, I don't even remember what they're called, and I haven't really used them unless my higher self has guided me towards them. But majority of my crystals, I have gone into crystal stores, spiritual stores, metaphysical stores, and I've always been drawn to certain crystals at certain times. And then when I've seen the meaning and the properties of them, I'm like, yes, thank you so much, higher self. This is exactly what I need right now. So obviously you guys know I wear crystals all day, every day. But let's start off with a few of, I'd say the few of the ones I use the most, or I'm using the most right now, apart from the ones that I'm actually currently wearing. As you guys know, I have my organite. That's the first crystal. I have my organite from Glasgow in Scotland. Now these are all a mixture of crushed crystals. They're all under pressure. And as I told you guys, this is obviously my pendulum. The bottom of my pendulum did break off, but I'm still guided to use it. So I still do use it and it still works. So that is the first one. It's so gorgeous. If I can just get a close-up on that. So they're all under pressure there. And I thought guided to show you guys my crystal collection, because a lot of you who watch my tarot readings or just my spiritual ascension and inspirational videos and self-love videos and affirmations, you will either be using crystals yourself or also be drawn to crystals during all of your ascension and your soul growth and expansion. So I thought I'd show you my collection, and then I can find out what crystals you guys are using if you can comment down below, because recently I've been guided literally non-stop for about a week and a half that every single person I was interacting with was talking to me about selenite, 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 selenite. And I was like, what's selenite? I've never heard of that crystal before. And I saw Mrs. Melanie Rains holding a selenite wand, and my higher self kept showing it to me again and again. They were like, you need to get the selenite, you need to get the selenite wand. And now I finally have one. So I love communicating with you guys. I love connecting with you guys. And I love to hear what other crystals people are using and drawn to, and what you use it in certain rituals. Like, is there certain crystals you go to every time you go to sleep, or every time you meditate, or when you're feeling anxious or nervous? Because there's so many crystals that we all innately know. But because we live in this 3D illusion, it's just suppressed out of us through this 3D conditioning, through the matrix, that it's like we have to remember who we really are and reclaim our power and remember that we are crystalline, connect with our crystalline bodies. And it's just, so I just want to find out what crystals you guys are using, hence why I'm showing you mine. So this is my beautiful selenite wand, and this is very, very connected to me right now. I held this in my hand for probably about 4 hours yesterday as I was working and editing on videos. I'm obsessed with my selenite wand. I think it's going to accompany me in the majority of my readings when I'm out and about in nature. Now I have a few amethysts. I know you guys hear me talk about amethyst a lot, because it's my birthstone. I'm an indigo, and yeah, I'm obsessed with amethyst. So this is my, actually this was my first amethyst, my little thumbnail, my first amethyst that I got. I'm sorry, my nails aren't as clean as they should be, but I still want you guys to see the amazingness of this crystal. And here is the amethyst cluster. I got this in Barcelona. Absolutely gorgeous amethyst. And then here is my little amethyst geode on my necklace. And that's also from Barcelona. And then I have Aspa de la Mata in Catalan or Spanish, because I got this in Barcelona also, as you guys will eventually see on my vlog. But in English, this is called a Dalmatian stone. Now, this is the first part of my crystal series. So in this video, I'm just going through my collection. And then I'm going to, as part of my series, to connect more with you guys and to help and inspire you as well, I'm starting a whole crystal series on each crystal. I'm going to do a dedicated video. So example, amethyst was probably going to be my first one because I'm so connected to amethyst. And it will be literally, what is amethyst used for? What are all the benefits and properties of amethyst and how you can use amethyst to help you in your life? So I'm going to do a dedicated video for each crystal. So, which is why right now this is more just like a crystal tour. And then I have a beautiful clear quartz, which I've been using a lot recently to just help me gain that clarity of video ideas, creative expression, understanding that I can literally achieve anything I want. As you can see, I've got my shaman book behind me. My little friend over here, my cactus plant, all my tarot cards and everything as well. One of my favorites. Obsidian, black obsidian. This is like #1. If you guys are trying to start your own business, you're an entrepreneur, oh my gosh, obsidian, black obsidian. Yes, yes, and yes. And then I have the one that I can never pronounce correctly, or at least in my own ego. Lapis lazuli. Yes, lapis lazuli. I don't know. Oh yeah, there you go. There's the focus. This always, I think you guys have seen me in readings. Every time I pick this out, I'm like, oh, it's helping me connect to my Atlantean ancestors, because even when I look at this crystal, I'm like, I just instantly feel like I'm in Atlantis. Which I know Atlantis is within me, but you know what I mean. Then I have the beautiful malachite. Helping every single time I spend too much time with technology, too much time on the computer. This malachite is just so gorgeous. I really want to know every crystal that you guys have been drawn to, different stages of your lives where you have used certain crystals, because I know there's so many phases where you could use a crystal non-stop for 6 months and then all of a sudden you get drawn to something else and that then takes a back seat. Oh, and then we have beautiful tiger's eye. Isn't it just mesmerizing? I could literally just stare at crystals all day. I also want to know how you guys use your crystals. Do you just carry them around with you? Do you hold them in your hand? Do you wear bracelets? Do you use pendulums? Do you wear necklaces? Do you sit and meditate with them? Do you charge them in the moon? Do you charge them in the sunlight, even though some people say the sun rays are too harsh? How do you clean them? Do you clean them just with your own energy aura? Do you cleanse them in water? Do you sage them? Do you use Palo Santo? How do you look after your crystals? Which I'm also going to do a video on how I personally do. But I really want to find out how you guys do it as well. I suppose I should talk to you about... See, I'm just going to show you these ones that I can't currently remember in my head what they're called. I have a feeling this is called snowflake obsidian. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't used this one a lot. I was drawn to it at first, and then I was drawn to other ones more, I guess because of, I mean, everything's energy, and my energy does change rapidly sometimes, so. And then that is grey agate. Do you know what? I'd also love to know if you guys, looking at these crystals that I'm showing you, if any of the ones I'm showing you, are you drawn to them? Like, please let me know down below. Are you drawn to them? Because I'd love to know that. If I've helped inspire to connect you with a crystal that could really help you. For the life of me, I cannot remember the name of this crystal. So please, anyone comment down below. Please. Oh, look at the beauty of this one. This one and the next one I'm going to show you are not my crystals. But technically they're not my crystals, but I'm allowed to touch them and have them. I think this one is lepidolite. I'm pretty sure. And also, do you guys like the smooth, like thumbnail style crystals, or do you like the clusters? What kind of crystals are you drawn to? Are you drawn more because of the way they look, or because of the actual energetic properties they have? Now, before I get onto my necklaces, I will show you milky quartz, which I've been using a lot of. I'll show you carefully so if you guys can see the blueness inside the milky quartz. I just saw some for a second. If I can get the lighting right. Every time I look into this and at certain angles I can see the shining blue crystal inside, I literally feel like I'm like home. Like, wow, I'm not in this 3D realm. I'm back in the higher realms. Oh, you can see the blue just there by my finger. Wow, that's beautiful. And then we have dermatite. These are the milky quartz and dermatite are my newest crystals. Some of my newest crystals. And blue topaz is also a new crystal. Now the blue topaz, it's a mellow, empathetic stone, and it encourages self-confidence and gives one faith in their own abilities and helps gain wisdom from the twists of fate, which definitely is helping me right now. Milky quartz helps manifest one's potential, neutrality, objectivity. Dermatite promotes detachment, which as a twin flame I am definitely learning how to be in that detachment with unconditional love a lot. But it also helps alleviate fear, depression, anxiety. There's so many properties for so many crystals. But obviously in my crystal series you guys will hear me go into detail about all the crystals and properties. Now around my neck, around my neck I have rose quartz. If you guys can see that. I think the light's almost overpowering from my window because the sun's about to come out. But I have rose quartz in an actual heart shape. Very, very soft rose quartz. I used to have a little thumbnail like this of the rose quartz, but sadly I think I missed, well not sadly, I used to take my crystals with me to a restaurant I worked at, including my big amethyst. I take my sage, I take my herb books, my Reiki books, and I think I left my rose quartz there, which I know is helping the people there. So, and then with the amethyst geode that you guys have already seen, I have my chrysocolla, which when I went to Scotland I got even more connected to my chrysocolla. I originally bought this in London, and when I first got connected, I mean, I was drawn to this chrysocolla. Like, it was the crystal that spoke to me the loudest, like, take me, take me, take me. And I'd never heard of chrysocolla before. And then when I saw the first meanings I saw, because obviously there's so many different meanings for each crystal, it was about, you know, learning how to deal with one's heartbreak and transmuting that kind of heavy energy within your heart chakra. And then the more and more I learnt about it, I went to Glasgow, as you guys saw recently. And when you do see my vlog, I didn't film inside the metaphysical store or the spirit store. But the lovely woman I was talking to was talking to me about the fact that chrysocolla is literally woman's best friend. And it is connected to our menstrual cycle as well. And I had no idea. There's just so much to learn about crystals. And then the last addition that I just recently brought, as you guys can see, is my beautiful citrine. Now, obviously, I was first drawn to citrine because I know it really helps with abundance, but it's also a really powerful cleanser, and it attracts prosperity, wealth, it encourages less sensitivity to criticism, and obviously rose quartz helps you to show unconditional love, empathy, it strengthens your attraction of love and romance, which obviously love is everything. That's what we want. We all want love. Now, to end this crystal collection, which I hope you guys have enjoyed. I am growing my collection more and more each day, each week, every time I'm drawn to new crystals. I know when I go back to Portugal, we're in about 2 or 3 weeks. And then I'm also going back to Barcelona again. So you guys will see me doing lots of more readings and spiritual ascension in Portugal and Barcelona again. And as I said, I'm traveling every month for the rest of the year. So I know I'll probably be drawn to more crystals then, and I'll add those to my collection. But to end this beautiful crystal collection, I just want to remind you guys how amazing you are. I feel like crystals definitely go hand in hand with unicorns. Now, I had this in the tarot reading I literally just did for Twin Flames, a mini update on the energy. I was talking to you guys about this book, and if I remember correctly, it is from Paper Chase. I think I might have said Urban Outfitters, but I'm pretty sure it's from Paper Chase. I just want to read some of this to you so you guys know that you can literally achieve anything you want in life. When I look at myself in the mirror, I see a unicorn, a badass unicorn. You may not be able to find one in your local park, but unicorns are just as real as the qualities they embody. And I feel like this goes hand in hand because so many people don't realize the power of crystals, and crystals are real. The healing properties that they have are real. Just like your unicorn helps you connect with your higher self, with your own godlike self, with your higher self, with your soul, with your own love that's just innately inside you. But you've been in this 3D paradigm for so long that it's just hard to remember who you really are. So as I was saying, unicorns do exist. You may not be able to find one in your local park, but unicorns are just as real as the qualities that they embody, just like crystals. Joy, strength and well-being. The unicorn is the perfect spiritual guardian, and who doesn't need a little spiritual guidance now and then? Discovering your personal unicorn and channeling its awesome positive power, whether through dreams, meditation or serendipity, provides an unlimited source of advice and guidance whenever we need it most. Our unicorns have our backs. Their strength can be our strength. Their courage and wisdom ours too, when we have difficult decisions to make or challenges to overcome. Unicorns are our most sympathetic listeners. They're not here to judge. They are our cheerleaders, ready to remind us of our own power. Yes, reclaim your power. Ready to remind us of our own power when we need it most, and to lend us their purity of purpose when the going gets tough. We turn to unicorns for many number of reasons. Maybe we need a little bit of self-care. Maybe we're feeling stressed at work or home, or maybe we're ready to make changes in our lives, our careers, or our relationships, and we want that extra little bit of extra guidance to help show us the way. Connecting with your unicorns helps us connect with ourselves. Ding, 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 just like crystals. And it teaches us to trust our own instincts and our strengths. Our unicorns make our lives and the world an infinitely better, more magical place. And yours is waiting for you. You just have to look inside yourself to find it. And this book will show you how. So go on, what are you waiting for? Go and find your unicorn. They said I could be anything, so I became a freaking unicorn. Yes, that's exactly why I was guided to read that to you. Because just like unicorns help us connect more with ourselves, or totem animals help us connect more with ourselves, or actually being in silence, meditation, grounding ourselves, actually hearing the answers that are within, because as within, so without. You always find the answers in the silence. Crystals, they really help you connect to your real self. They remember you, and they help you to remind yourself of who you really divinely are. Because you are a divine soul, a limitless being. You are just having a human experience. This is just a 3D vehicle. This is just a vessel that you're in right now. So I'd love to find out what crystals you guys are using, how you use them, what you're drawn to most. if you guys have any of the crystals that I've literally just shown you, if you prefer pendulums. Also, if any of your pendulums have snapped or broken as well, and do you still use them? Do you prefer the clusters? Like, I really want to know what you guys use, and if this is the first time that you're really resonating with, yeah, do you know what, I think I might go to a spirit store and see what crystals I like. I didn't believe in them before, but now I'm realizing there is power in everything, because everything is energy. Everything is energy. So I hope this inspired you, I hope this entertained you, and I can't wait to read all of your comments down below of the crystals that you guys have, especially if you guys wear any necklaces or as many necklaces as I do with crystals, or if you just prefer bracelets. So I'm definitely trying to get a black obsidian bracelet, I think, so I can have obsidian with me all the time, so I don't always have to carry it, because I used to carry all my crystals everywhere. But then when I'd lay them out with my Reiki books and my sage, and people would just pick up my crystals, and I'd be like, because I could literally feel someone else's energy taking that crystal, and it's just like that hurts, and then I'd have to cleanse it and everything. So now I'm just trying to keep my crystals like this, like just here at home, or I take it when I'm going out to ground myself in nature, where it's just me and maybe one other person. But for the ones that I'm really drawn to carry with me on a constant basis, I'm definitely going to invest in some crystal bracelets. But that will be coming when I open up my crystal store very, very soon. So if you guys want any tarot readings, private Reiki, meditation, mental health counseling, all the description will be down below. If you want to book me for a reading or any of the other healing energy work that I do, everything is in the description below, as well as my PayPal information. I've started posting more on my Instagram, so please follow me at SoulStar Divine Feminine. I love you all so, 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 so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like up this video if you do like crystals, and don't forget to put the post notifications on, because just because you're subscribed to me doesn't mean you're going to see my video pop up. Please put on that notification bell so you actually see when I upload, because I upload every single day now. So I love you all so, 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 so much. From me and all of the amazing badass unicorns, I love you, I love you, I love you. You're abundant, you're prosperous, you're healthy, you're wealthy, and you're wise. You can achieve absolutely anything you want in life. And if you want to be a unicorn, then just do it. I love you. Bye, guys.